Imagine you're living 30,000 years ago. You're hunting deep inside a forest when a sharp stone slices open your leg. Blood begins pouring out. There's no hospital, no ambulance, no antibiotics, no painkillers, no doctor to call. If the wound becomes infected, you die. Yet somehow, our ancestors survived for hundreds of thousands of years without modern medicine. They healed broken bones, recovered from dangerous injuries, delivered babies, and even performed surprisingly advanced medical treatments. So, how did ancient humans survive without doctors? Let's travel back in time and uncover one of humanity's greatest survival secrets. Survival was the best medicine. The first thing to understand is simple. Ancient humans couldn't afford to get injured. Every cut, every broken bone, every infection could become life-threatening. Unlike today, there were no emergency rooms waiting to save them. This forced prehistoric people to become incredibly careful. Hunters learned how animals behaved before attacking. Toolmakers carefully shaped sharp stones to avoid accidents. Parents constantly watched children near rivers, cliffs, and fire. Avoiding injury was often far more important than treating it. In many ways, prevention became humanity's very first medicine. Nature became their pharmacy. If someone became sick, where could they find medicine? The answer was all around them: the forest, the rivers, the mountains, plants, trees, roots, flowers. Ancient humans spent thousands of generations observing nature. They noticed which plants soothed pain, which leaves reduced swelling, which roots helped stomach problems, which berries were poisonous. Knowledge wasn't written in books. It was passed from parents to children, generation after generation. Slowly, humanity built one of the world's first medical libraries, inside memory. Learning from animals. Scientists believe early humans also learned by watching animals. Even today, chimpanzees chew bitter leaves when they have parasites. Elephants seek out specific plants before giving birth. Bears rub certain herbs into their fur to keep insects away. Our ancestors probably noticed these behaviors. If an injured deer repeatedly ate the same plant, people became curious. If a sick animal recovered after eating certain leaves, humans remembered. Nature itself became their teacher. Observation, experimentation, and experience slowly built the foundation of early medicine. The first, herbal treatments. Some of the earliest medicines came directly from plants. Willow bark contained a natural chemical similar to modern aspirin. It helped reduce pain and fever. Mint soothed stomach aches. Garlic naturally fought bacteria. Honey helped protect wounds from infection. Clay absorbed harmful substances from cuts. Even today, many modern medicines are still made from chemicals first discovered in plants. Thousands of years before laboratories existed, ancient humans were already using nature's pharmacy. Treating cuts and wounds. Life in the Stone Age was dangerous. Sharp rocks, animal bites, burns, hunting accidents, all caused injuries. The biggest danger wasn't always the wound itself, it was infection. Once bacteria entered the body, survival became much harder. To reduce this risk, people likely cleaned wounds with fresh water whenever possible. Some covered injuries with clean moss, soft bark, or medicinal leaves. Others applied honey or tree resin. Tree resin formed a protective seal over cuts. Honey naturally slowed the growth of harmful bacteria. These simple treatments couldn't cure every injury, but they greatly increased the chances of survival. Fire helped more than cooking. Fire changed human history forever. Most people think of cooking, but fire also became an important medical tool. Boiling water made it safer to drink. Warm water helped clean wounds. Heat could reduce some harmful microbes. Smoke kept insects away from injured people. Campfires also kept patients warm. This mattered because warmth helped the body conserve energy during recovery. One discovery, countless medical benefits. Rest was essential today. Doctors often tell patients to rest. Ancient humans understood this too. An injured hunter couldn't immediately return to chasing animals. The tribe often adjusted, others hunted, others gathered food, others protected the injured person. This shows something remarkable. Humans didn't survive alone. They survived together. Caring for injured members made entire groups stronger. Archaeologists have even found skeletons of people with severe disabilities who lived for many years after their injuries. They could only have survived because others cared for them. Compassion became another survival tool. Broken bones didn't always mean death. Breaking a bone today is painful, but in prehistoric times, it could be fatal. Without treatment, bones might heal incorrectly. The injured person might never hunt again. Yet, archaeological discoveries tell an amazing story. Scientists have found ancient skeletons with perfectly healed broken arms, legs, even ribs. This means prehistoric people somehow stabilized broken bones. Researchers believe they used straight sticks, animal bones, leather straps, and plant fibers to keep injured limbs from moving. These primitive splints work surprisingly well. Sometimes, nature simply needed time. The body is an incredible healer. One fact often surprises people. The human body already knows how to repair itself. Blood forms clots, skin grows back, bones rebuild themselves. The immune system fights infections. Ancient humans didn't understand biology, but they understood patience, keeping wounds clean, protecting broken bones, resting, eating nourishing food. These gave the body the chance to do what it had evolved to do for millions of years. In many cases, the greatest doctor was the human body itself. Every survivor became a teacher. Imagine surviving a dangerous infection or recovering from a broken leg. That experience became valuable knowledge. People remembered what worked, what failed, which plants helped, which treatments made things worse. The next injured person benefited from that experience. Over thousands of generations, human knowledge slowly expanded. Without schools, without universities, without medical books, each survivor became another teacher. Each generation became slightly wiser than the last. That slow accumulation of knowledge eventually laid the foundation for the first true healers in human history. The first healers. Not everyone in a prehistoric tribe had the same knowledge. Some people became especially skilled at recognizing useful plants, treating injuries, or helping sick family members recover. These individuals were the world's first healers. They weren't doctors in the modern sense, but they had years of experience. They knew which herbs eased pain, which leaves stopped bleeding, which roots should never be eaten. Many tribes also believed these healers could communicate with spirits. Today, we often call them shamans. While some of their rituals were spiritual, many of their practical treatments were based on generations of observation and experience. Childbirth was one of the greatest challenges. Perhaps the most dangerous moment in prehistoric life wasn't hunting, it was childbirth. Without hospitals, without surgeons, without modern medicine, every birth carried enormous risk. Experienced women in the tribe likely guided younger mothers through labor. Warm water, soft animal skins, and supportive family members made childbirth as safe as possible. Certain medicinal plants may have helped reduce pain or control bleeding. Sadly, many mothers and babies did not survive, but every successful birth meant another generation could continue humanity's story. Tooth. Pain without dentists. Imagine having a terrible toothache. Thousands of years before dentists existed, there were no fillings, no root canals, no pain injections. Ancient people had to rely on simple solutions. Some chewed medicinal herbs to numb the pain. Others used small wooden sticks to remove trapped food. Charcoal and ash may have helped clean teeth. Archaeologists have even discovered ancient teeth with tiny drilled holes. These holes appear to have been carefully made using primitive stone drills. It may sound unbelievable, but some of the world's first dental procedures happened nearly 9,000 years ago. The world's first surgery. One of archaeology's most astonishing discoveries is something called trepanation. This involved carefully cutting or drilling a small hole into the skull. At first, scientists thought these people could never have survived, but many skulls show clear signs of healing. That means the patients lived for months, sometimes even years afterward. Why was this done? Researchers aren't completely sure. Some believe it relieved pressure after head injuries. Others think it treated severe headaches or seizures. It may also have had spiritual meaning. Whatever the reason, it proves ancient humans were capable of remarkably advanced medical procedures long before modern hospitals existed. Fighting disease without understanding germs. Ancient humans had no idea that bacteria or viruses existed. The microscope would not be invented for thousands of years. Yet people still noticed patterns. Dirty water often made people sick. Rotting food caused illness. Dead animals attracted disease. Over countless generations, people learned simple habits that improved survival. They drank cleaner water when possible. They avoided spoiled food. They moved camps away from waste. They washed wounds in fresh water. They isolated badly sick individuals in some situations. They didn't know the science behind these actions, but experience taught them what worked. The power of community. Perhaps the greatest medicine wasn't a plant or a tool. It was other people. Humans are one of the few species that regularly care for injured members over long periods. Archaeologists have discovered skeletons of individuals who were blind, missing limbs, or unable to walk. Yet they survived for many years. These people could never have hunted alone. Someone brought them food, protected them, helped them move, loved them enough to keep them alive. This tells us something extraordinary. Compassion isn't a modern invention. It's one of humanity's oldest survival strategies. Archaeologists found the evidence. Everything we've discussed isn't just speculation. Scientists continue discovering incredible evidence around the world. Ancient skeletons reveal healed fractures. Stone tools show signs of medical use. Plant remains found in prehistoric camps suggest herbal treatments. Fossilized teeth reveal surprisingly advanced dental work. Ancient skulls preserve evidence of successful surgery. Even microscopic traces of medicinal plants have been identified at archaeological sites, piece by piece. These discoveries are rewriting the story of prehistoric medicine. The birth of real medicine around 5,000 years ago. Permanent civilizations transformed healthcare. In ancient Egypt, doctors began specializing in different parts of the body. In Mesopotamia, people recorded treatments on clay tablets. Later, Greek physicians observed patients carefully instead of relying only on superstition. Knowledge could finally be written down, shared, improved, passed from one generation to the next with greater accuracy. Medicine slowly evolved from survival experience into organized science. Everything began with observation. Modern hospitals use MRI scanners, X-rays, robotic surgery, antibiotics, and advanced medicines, but every one of those incredible achievements traces its roots back to one simple human ability: observation. Someone noticed a useful plant. Someone discovered that clean wounds healed better. Someone learned how to support a broken bone. Someone stayed awake caring for an injured family member. Tiny discoveries, repeated over thousands of years, eventually changed the world. So, how did ancient humans survive without doctors? Not through magic, not through miracles, but through intelligence, observation, nature, teamwork, and an incredible ability to learn from experience. Every healed wound, every surviving child, every recovered hunter added another piece to humanity's growing knowledge. The next time you visit a hospital, take medicine, or thank a doctor, remember, long before white coats, hospitals, or modern science, our ancestors fought illness using nothing but the natural world around them, and the wisdom they earned through survival. Somehow, against impossible odds, they endured, and because they survived, we're here today. If you enjoyed discovering this forgotten chapter of human history, subscribe to Tales of Sapiens, because every ordinary part of modern life has an extraordinary story hidden in the past, and together, we'll uncover it, one story at a time.